even though she's approved to spend time in here, and it is true, most of our events and training sessions are after hours because we found that's when most people can come. Another person expressed a totally different experience. As an early adopter, as a librarian at an academic library, she's been asked to do faculty workshops in Second Life, assist faculty, and help them conduct research. She has completed bibliographies on the educational uses of Second Life. She's not in Second Life every day, and her job in terms of tasks and responsibility has not changed, but Second Life is now mentioned on her job description, and the library sees the collaborative opportunities of Second Life as a very good thing. Job descriptions and job titles are changing as we speak. In the last 3 years, McMaster University had a job opening called Gaming Librarian. Who wouldn't like that? Immersive Learning Librarian, Innovation Librarian, Digital Futures Librarian. Second Life is not for everyone, but it's so important to try it and know what it is. How can you evaluate it if you haven't even been in or haven't tried it? I'm amazed by some of the papers I get requests on from graduate students who are writing about Second Life, and they haven't even gone in. They haven't seen the need to go in and experience it, but they're trying to write about it. I've also found that the most critical people of Second Life are the ones who haven't even tried it. They have a concept of what they think it is, but they won't even go in and try it. So their criticism is totally off base, and they really don't know what they're talking about. The role of libraries in Second Life are many. Librarians in Second Life are community builders, they're event planners, they're book discussion leaders. It amazes me that even in the virtual world, our job and our activities are still mainly about promoting books and information. Mystery Manor and the Sci-Fi Gallery have been around since the beginning of Info Island, and they're still very active with monthly book discussions and other activities. We're teachers and trainers. Some of the new roles are building an information experience. Librarians are information guides. They're leading multi-disciplinary communities to resources on how to build and create these info experiences, like Land of Lincoln, like Daisy Heffernan's walk-in book on Bradburyville, like Abbey Zenith's Carnival from Something Wicked This Way Comes, like Renaissance Island and the Globe Theater and the opportunity to live in the Elizabethan period, like Land of Lincoln. We also provide a lot of faculty support and help them in teaching their students about how to acquire and learn about information in this environment. What do you think the skills needed of future librarians are? We can't afford to sit back and wait for others to define our future roles or roles in virtual worlds. This is our chance to shape our future, our profession, and our role. With the web, librarians tended to sit back and didn't see the need for websites, and so weren't in on many of the things that we should have been in on. But here we're in from the beginning, and we're definitely an important part of this community, which was really emphasized for me when we were a contender for the Linden Prize. Even though we didn't win, to be one of 10 finalists was really exciting, and really spoke to the efforts of the volunteers here and what they've built. So I don't think, I think we're where we need to be, and I think that our role will grow, and this is our opportunity. So what kind of skills do you think that librarians of the future need to have? Just go ahead and type it in the text chat. HVX, I think you said something very important. Partners on distance education efforts. I think that virtual worlds are really the next distance learning platform. I think that, you know, right now we have Blackboard and we have Angel and we have Moodle, but the developments that are happening right before us with Jeremy Kemp are putting Moodle and Second Life together, putting Angel and Second Life together, and classes are so much more engaging at a distance in an atmosphere like this. A few years ago, I was working on a certificate in distance learning, and I had to take some weekend classes. I took some online classes, and some of the online classes met once a week or so, and some of them were just on Blackboard with hardly any interaction between the students and the teacher except on the forum boards, and some didn't even require that, and I felt very isolated. I felt like I really didn't get to know many of my fellow students. When I went to library school, of course then all the courses were face-to-face, but I made a lot of contacts and a lot of friends that I still have now, over 20 years later. I don't feel like I had that with my experiences in online courses with in the distance learning. And I think that in an atmosphere like this, it's more like the face-to-face. You make friends and you work beside people, and it's more engaging than some of the text-only distance learning software. Are any of the librarians involved in the public health? One of the problems we're having right now, Widget, is Carolina Keats was coordinator of Health Info Island and also of Karuna, which is the AIDS outreach and education island. And she has accepted a teaching job, so I'm very excited for her, but we're having to really relook at what we're doing, and we need to get someone in here with the AIDS Information and Outreach Grant, but we also need to get a group together to regroup for Health Info Island. So if any of you are interested in working with that, let me know. Widget, I agree with you. One of the great experiences that I've had here are the collaborations. There's very few things here that can be done by one person. Most of the projects here are characterized by a group of people. The Land of Lincoln, Renaissance Island, Mystery Manor, the Science Fiction Fantasy Gallery, collections, reference, everything is done by a group. And students can really learn collaboration here and how to work with different groups and the experience that they get in doing that. And ever since the beginning, we've tried to give leadership opportunities to anybody who's interested, anybody who has an idea. who wants to try an event or create a collection. And I think there's so much opportunity here for people's creativity and leadership. So, but again, this whole fair, a group of people put this together. Abbey and Adra and Alice and Daisy and other people too, all the students. So that's all I have, unless people have questions or items you'd like to discuss.